Imagine peering through a telescope. What do you see? Distant galaxies, swirling nebulas, the vast expanse of the cosmos. Now, imagine a different kind of telescope, one that allows us to peer into the complex world of politics. This is the essence of the Parliamentary Chromoanalyzer. Instead of stars and planets, this innovative tool allows us to observe and analyze the intricate dance of political parties, their interactions, and the ebb and flow of power within a parliament. Just as astronomers study celestial bodies to understand the universe, political scientists can use the Chromoanalyzer to gain deeper insights into the dynamics of democracy. This essay explores the fascinating concept of the Parliamentary Chromoanalyzer, breaking down its components and applications. By drawing parallels with a familiar object, a battery, we can demystify this complex tool and make its workings accessible to everyone.
To grasp the concept of the Parliamentary Chromoanalyzer, let's envision a parliament as a battery, a reservoir of political energy. This energy manifests in debates, legislation, and the constant interplay between different political factions. Like a battery, a parliament is a system of opposing forces, constantly interacting and generating a flow of political current. The Chromoanalyzer acts as a sophisticated multimeter, allowing us to measure and interpret this flow, providing valuable insights into the health and dynamics of a democracy. By analyzing the voltage and current within the parliamentary circuit, we can gain a deeper understanding of the relationships between political parties, the effectiveness of governance, and even predict future political outcomes.
In our parliamentary battery analogy, the ruling party or coalition takes on the role of the anode, the positive terminal. This is where the concentration of political power resides. The anode represents the government's ability to implement its agenda, pass legislation, and shape the country's direction. The strength of the anode, its potential, depends on several factors: the number of seats held, the popularity of its policies, and the charisma of its leaders. A strong anode indicates a government firmly in control, while a weak anode suggests vulnerability and potential instability. By analyzing the anode's behavior, the Chromoanalyzer can assess the government's effectiveness, predict its longevity, and identify potential challenges to its authority.
Just as a battery needs both a positive and negative terminal, a healthy democracy requires a robust opposition. This is where the cathode comes into play. Representing the opposition parties, the cathode acts as a counterbalance to the anode's power. The cathode's role is crucial. It scrutinizes the government's actions, challenges its policies, and offers alternative visions for the country's future. A strong cathode ensures accountability, prevents the concentration of power, and keeps the political landscape dynamic. A weak cathode, however, can be a warning sign. It might indicate a lack of effective opposition, potentially leading to an unhealthy imbalance of power and a decline in democratic values. The Chromoanalyzer helps us monitor this delicate balance.
Section 5. The electrolyte, charged political space. Between the anode and cathode lies the electrolyte, the medium through which political current flows. In our analogy, this represents the political space where interactions between parties occur. This includes parliamentary debates, public discourse, media engagement, and even social media interactions. The electrolyte's conductivity, its ability to facilitate the flow of political energy, depends on various factors: freedom of speech, media independence, and the level of civic engagement. A healthy electrolyte is characterized by open dialogue, robust debate, and a diversity of viewpoints. The Chromoanalyzer helps us assess the health of this political space. Is it conducive to constructive dialogue? Are dissenting voices being heard? By analyzing the electrolyte's characteristics, we can gain insights into the overall health of a democracy.
NABD. Section 6. Measuring the flow of power. Legislative current. One of the key functions of the Parliamentary Chromoanalyzer is to measure the legislative current flowing through the system. This current represents the rate at which bills are passed, policies are implemented, and the government's agenda is enacted. A strong and steady legislative current indicates a functioning parliament, where different parties can cooperate, compromise, and find common ground. It suggests a healthy level of political stability and the government's ability to govern effectively. Conversely, a weak or erratic legislative current can be a cause for concern. It might point towards political gridlock, deep divisions within Parliament, or an inability of the government to enact its agenda. The Chromoanalyzer helps us identify such bottlenecks and understand their underlying causes.
Section 7. Political tension, a balancing act. Just as voltage in a battery represents potential energy, political tension reflects the potential for change and upheaval within a parliament. This tension arises from ideological differences, competing interests, and the constant struggle for power. While some level of political tension is natural and even healthy, excessive tension can be destabilizing. It might lead to political paralysis, social unrest, or even violence. The Chromoanalyzer allows us to monitor this tension, identifying potential flashpoints and assessing the risk of escalation. By analyzing the factors contributing to political tension, such as economic inequality, social divisions, or ethnic tensions, we can develop strategies for mitigating conflict and promoting stability.
One of the most exciting applications of the Parliamentary Chromoanalyzer lies in its potential to model and predict electoral cycles. By analyzing historical data, tracking shifts in public opinion, and monitoring the performance of political parties, the Chromoanalyzer can provide valuable insights into future election outcomes. Imagine a political weather forecast, predicting the likelihood of a change in government, the rise of new political movements, or the impact of specific policies on voter behavior. This predictive power can be invaluable for political strategists, policymakers, and even citizens themselves. While predicting the future is never an exact science, the Chromoanalyzer offers a powerful tool for understanding electoral trends, anticipating political shifts, and navigating the complexities of democratic processes.
Another fascinating application of the Parliamentary Chromoanalyzer is its ability to generate what we call a chromopolitical map. This map provides a visual representation of the political landscape, illustrating the relationships between different parties, their ideological positions, and their relative influence within Parliament. Imagine a map where each political party is represented by a circle. The size of the circle reflects the party's electoral strength, while its color indicates its ideological leaning, like red for left-wing and blue for right-wing. The distance between circles represents the ideological proximity or distance between parties. This visual representation allows us to grasp the political landscape at a glance, identifying potential alliances, areas of conflict, and the overall fragmentation or cohesion within a parliament.
Understanding the readings provided by the Parliamentary Chromoanalyzer is key to unlocking its analytical power. What do high or low voltage and current actually tell us about parliamentary dynamics? High voltage, in this context, signifies a highly charged political environment, often characterized by intense debates, strong ideological divisions, and a heightened potential for change. Conversely, low voltage suggests a more stable and less polarized political landscape, with greater potential for consensus building. High legislative current, as mentioned earlier, indicates a productive parliament where bills are passed efficiently and the government's agenda is implemented effectively. Low current, however, suggests gridlock, inefficiency, and potential difficulties in governing.
The Parliamentary Chromoanalyzer represents a paradigm shift in how we study and understand politics. By combining the rigor of engineering with the nuances of political science, this innovative tool offers unprecedented insights into the inner workings of democracy. As we continue to refine and develop this technology, its applications will undoubtedly expand, providing us with even more sophisticated tools for analyzing political systems, predicting electoral outcomes, and ultimately strengthening democratic institutions worldwide. Just as the telescope revolutionized our understanding of the cosmos, the Parliamentary Chromoanalyzer has the potential to transform our understanding of the political universe, paving the way for a more informed, engaged, and ultimately more democratic future.